Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, continuing my videos of movie-related drawings and just whatever kind of stuff. I actually really enjoyed making the video of just, I don't know, that random notebook or whatever of random, or then there was another one I think where I did random horror movie drawings or whatever. So I'm coming at you with another one of those. I did some more digging and I actually came across more stuff. And this is just, I don't know if you guys are enjoying these videos or not, but I hope so. But even, regardless, I am. So I'm continuing to do these in the dead of winter here when there's really nothing else to do. So starting off this video, I'm coming at you, and I just found this yesterday, and it's just like, God dang, how cool is that? And I probably did this when I was 13, because that's when I discovered The Evil Dead 1 and 2, and Army of Darkness wasn't out yet. This is a Book of the Dead, and like so many things when you're a kid and back in those days, well, it's not like you can go to the store and buy a Book of the Dead now either. But of course, since Anchor Bay has put out like video versions, special editions of rubber Book of the Dead and stuff like that. But before any of that was available, you couldn't have anything. And as a kid, of being a creative kid, I wanted a Book of the Dead prop, so I made one, and it was kind of disappointed now as an adult to open it, and this is just paper, or I mean it's brown paper and black paper cut out and glued to that area. That's just really cool, and it was kind of a disappointment as an adult to open it to see, like, I didn't bother trying to do the artwork or whatever. I guess it wasn't really meant to be opened. It was just meant to be sit somewhere with the cover showing or whatever. But there are pages that way when it's like just sitting on the floor or something. It looks like, as you can see, it looks like there's stuff in it. So that's my Book of the Dead that I made out of like brown paper and cardboard pieces. And I imagine originally there was a third string attached to that bottom thing. It's just no longer there. But Book of the Dead, gotta love it. And here, obviously, I probably, just like so many horror movies, I first saw Silent Night, Deadly Night when I was 13. I guess I did a lot of horror movie watching when I was 13. But here is, of course, the famous, cover and or poster art from Silent Night, Deadly Night. And I think I did this when I was 13, maybe 14. But it's really good, in my opinion, rendition of the poster / cover art for Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's just such a classic image. Whoever came up with that idea for that just image of the chimney with the Santa descending down with the axe, is just like really great idea. And if I, at the risk of tooting my own horn, I think that that's a relatively good rendition of that artwork, especially for the age I was when I did it. I can't confirm if it's 13 or 14, probably no older than 14, I would imagine, when I did that, but definitely kind of fun. And this is obviously Michael Myers from the first movie breaking through. I don't know when I would have done this. This looks a little too good to be 12. Maybe I did this when I was 13, 14. It's really hard to say. But this is from the first movie, 1978, when he's chasing Laurie and breaks through. I don't know if I would have paused the movie, probably. Breaks through the door and unlocks it and opens the door. And what's really cool about this is you've got like this moonlight coming in through the door and like shining on his leg. And you see that I put the reflection higher up on his leg. See those two bars of reflection, or the moonlight coming through the doors, are supposed to be on the floor. And as you see, when it passes by his leg, it goes higher up like it really would. It wouldn't be in the same spot. I don't know if I'm making myself understood or not, but that's my attempt at doing like the moonlight coming through those the glass doors that Laurie breaks through. But I actually think that's a pretty cool drawing of that moment in that movie. When I found this, I think yesterday or the day before, I'm like, oh man, I gotta show that. And once again, drawing it on lined paper is just like, what are you doing? But like I said in one of the other videos, I mean, you look at the picture and the lines, for me anyway, have a tendency to just disappear. So I don't think the lines really take away from the image or the picture that much. And now because of the, going through here, let's do this a different way. The other notebook was so much fun, and just not really knowing what's coming on the next page. We've got another one. I don't know if it's as good or not. We shall soon see. So this is, I don't know how old, if I was 12 when I did this, or 13 or 14, but I was trying to set up a Halloween, the role-playing game here, and this is based on like Halloween 1 and 2. Those are the only ones I saw at the time. So I must have been 12 when I did this. So here's just setting up Halloween. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Halloween, the role-playing game. And here you've got Annie's house, a layout here, Laurie's house. Of course, it's not Annie's or Laurie's house. Well, no, it wasn't. It was their babysitting places, but where they were babysitting. But and then you've got house layouts. Like, I mean, I never did anything with this. Any babysitting houses, and Laurie babysitting houses. Oh no, look at Michael hiding behind the, couch with the knife. M, that's an M there in case you don't know who that is. So, like I say, being 12, I had no idea. I mean, obviously, what the hell I was doing. Obviously, nothing ever came of this. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is signaling the end of the first movie and the beginning of the second one. See here, this is the impression of Michael on the grass. And that's, after Michael got up, and the impression on the grass. That's pretty cool for being 12. I didn't even see that until just now. The impression of Michael on the grass, and here's, Laurie being transported to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. And then what follows next is, after this page, now here's Michael at the hospital, and you've got room, I don't know what the hell, room, it's like 1.1 and 0.2 and 0.9. I don't understand these room numbers. But it's supposed to be like the hospital, the Halloween 2, and Michael lurking. This is supposed to be like for the role-playing game, but then I ditched that and started doing just a comic book of Halloween 2 here. If I can try to show you this, we've got flats in the parking lot. There's the nurse seeing the flats. So this is from the scene of Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2, of course. There's the nurse. What's it say? Laurie, I don't know what it says. Wait, there's my spelling of wait, Laurie. And there's Michael. It's kind of like storyboards of the scene in part 2. Michael coming out from behind the wherever, jamming the scalpel into her back, lifting her up. And then there's, that's a pretty cool shot. And Laurie in the background there screaming. It's funny how Laurie looks like the Shape, but of course in this movie she is the Shape's sister, so it may only make sense that she looks like the Shape. And here's Laurie running from the Shape with the scalpel. Once again, keep in mind I was 12 when I did this, so give me a break. It must be the Shape coming out of the elevator, which she was never in. Oh, here, I see. It's like a cut. This page was like a cut scene from a video game. And the role-playing game was supposed to be like, oh, Laurie went in the elevator. I see. That's supposed to be Laurie in the elevator, and then as the, as in in the role-playing game, as Michael Myers, you're supposed to pick which elevator or whatever, I guess. I think that was the gist of it. And then just cutting to, there's Loomis. It's time, Michael. And there's Michael's pretty good rendition of the Warlock mask. Boom! Oh, isn't this stuff fun? Oh, it's a 12-year-old's, frickin' graphic novel. Well, I guess that's the end of Halloween. Graphic novel of the end of Halloween 2. Okay, well, looks like I had so much fun with the Halloween role-playing game. We're going to make a Commando role-playing game. And yes, a buddy of mine by the name of Willie got me into the movie Commando, probably in '87 or '88, and I'm eternally grateful to him for that, because that's a guilty pleasure of mine, and one that I've been meaning to review and maybe shall review one day. But here's obviously weapons for the Commando role-playing game, which just like the Halloween one, never turned into anything. By the time I got done with this, I was pretty much tired of doing it. Here's some I really liked, in Halloween 2 you saw Michael so much, and it's kind of like the back of Michael and the hair. I really liked the way the hair in the back did in Halloween 2. And I've just, as you'll see, this is probably from the beginning of the movie when he's lurking around and just killed Mrs. Elrod or whatever, and just stopped in the shadows while the babysitters be here like, Mr. or Mrs. Elrod, are you okay? And he's just standing there. I think that's what I drew that from, and apparently I did it again. Wasn't satisfied with this one, so there, that one, and then I tried it again. Here's just, I imagine trying to get like a stride, Michael walking. Trying to get, I don't know, Michael, this is just working on, just trying to get Michael drawings. Oh wow, look at this. I guess I did more Harry Warden drawings. There's another Harry Warden drawing. I imagine all this stuff, just like the other notebook or one of the others that I've already uploaded a video on, I think all this is when I was 12. And there's Harry Warden, of course. And I don't know if that's female cow nipples, I don't know. Again, trying to just get some kind of Michael Myers figure going. Didn't really work here. I know exactly what this is, and a big Halloween fan should too as well. It's Halloween 4 when Michael is strangling Grady, or whatever the hell his name is. Halloween 4 came out on video sometime when I was 12. So now we got to the time, up to the point in time where I've seen Halloween 4, obviously. And look at that, Evil Dead. I'm trying to spell evil. I think that's got it. So here's a really, kind of decent pickaxe. Obviously, probably from My Bloody Valentine. That's a pretty good pickaxe for being 12. Here's Jason Voorhees. I think it was a drawing where he's supposed to be like throwing the machete. I think that's the machete, like throwing it at camera. Here's just random evil guy with the chainsaw. I don't think his intentions are good. I love the like smoke coming out of it. And look at those marks I put on it, like it's vibrating. That's really cool. I don't think he's going to cut a birthday cake with that chainsaw. What do you think? I think his intentions are far more sinister. Oh, this must have been moments before. Either that or it's his cousin. Look at those eyebrows. There's evil and then there's uber evil, I guess. And this would be uber evil. The longer the evil eyebrows, the more evil you are. But I just wanted to get one of him starting it up. Or get one of someone starting it up. So there you go. That's pretty scary. This is my favorite out of the whole. Just kidding. Okay, abstract. Now, this is pretty, I don't know, this might have been when I was 13. This, of course, is like the poster artwork for the movie Amadeus. And, I think I did that freehand looking at the cover art, and that's pretty good. I think, I don't know, that looks too good to be 12 years old, so I might have done that when I was 13. And here's just trying to do the fingers. And here I was going to try to do it, portrait versus landscape. There's like a kind of a hockey mask kind of a thing. It's like the same kind of thing that would appear in Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, that kind of thing. There's some kind of math problem, and I think that might do it. So thank you very much for watching. Oh my God, never mind, I'm not done yet. I put this stuff over there. So here's some more. Think we're done yet? No, we're not. Here's some more drawings. Here's just someone getting blown away. I probably did when I was 12 or 13. I actually kind of like that. Guts coming out of the back. And here's some, it's funny, this almost doesn't look like my drawings, but I think it might be. I don't know. I'm just going to assume these are mine. But Leatherface from the first movie on top there, and there's the Leatherface from the part 2. And I think that's part 2 as well. You can tell because he's got the eye socket things around his neck. But these are some attempts at Leatherface. This is really cool. Look at that. I probably did it when I was 12. It's Mr. Myers. I don't think he's ever referred to like that, but look at how cool that is. It's almost like 3D. It's like probably the hospital corridor, you know. It's just like the shape. And even a reflection. Man, if I was 12 when I did that, that's really creative. Probably no older than 13. I can't pin the age for sure. But if not 12, 13. But it's really got a 3D... It's really got a cool feeling about that one. Mr. Myers. That's what I'm titling this piece. We'll let the bidding start at $200,000. Anyone for 200,001? Do I hear 200,001? Anyone? Not sold for any amount of money. Oh, this is probably when I was 13. I first saw The Invisible Man. I bought it on VHS. This is, of course, The Invisible Man from the original movie. Pretty decent for being 13. And here's him smoking in a chair when he's naked. You know how he lights lights the cigarette with the matches. And I don't understand what this is. It just says tree. But there's the naked Invisible Man smoking, and the Invisible Man in the dressing gown and bandages and glove and sunglasses. I know that I did this when I was 12 just because I paused the one part in Chainsaw 2 when he's trying to get stretched through the door and he's slicing at it and the chainsaw stops and he holds the chainsaw up towards the screen and he's like, "Argh!" He's just frustrated with the saw. I paused it and drew that, so I know I did this when I was 12. And again, just like the other video, the color Leatherface I did, this is really pretty good for being 12. He's just pissed that he can't get through the door and get stretch. I don't know, once again, this almost doesn't seem like something I did. This is just must be random bad feelings put on paper. Just, this is what life can be like as a kid, and any age, actually. Yeah, he looks like he's in bad shape. Here's a kind of a cool Freddy. What's interesting about this Freddy is that, you know, he's kind of looks buff like the double from Nightmare 2, you know, he looks a little more buff. But it's weird, it almost doesn't look like a drawing that I did, but I think it is. Whether it is or not, it's a drawing someone did. But I would imagine I did it. Why would I have other people's drawings? And this I can remember I did when I was 12 as well. It's the Warlock, or yeah, is that what it's called? The Halloween 2 Warlock version of Michael Myers, like hiding behind a bush or something. But I think for being 12, it's kind of a decent rendition of him from Halloween 2. Again, probably when I was 12, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw 2. I think I got that down pretty well for being 12. And again, like I don't think I said it in this video, but I said it in videos prior. This is all, these drawings that are half decent like this are probably me looking at an image, you know, a still photo or a picture out of Fangoria or something like that. It's never me just drawing this out of my own imagination, not if it's this good. Oh, here we go. Now this is, I think this is, yep, I probably did this when I was 13 because, or maybe, well, I think it was in the books, like Gorzone or, you know, whatever, Fangoria when I was 12, but This is from Chainsaw 3. As you can see, the neck is different. And what's so funny about this is it's just like black, you do it. Like, I was too lazy to fill in his hair black, apparently. I don't know, when I wrote you, I don't know who I meant. But here's a lazy drawing of Leatherface from Chainsaw 3. I was too lazy to even fill in his hair black, apparently. But I think that's kind of cool in its own right. Once again, Michael Myers from Halloween 5. I don't really know. Probably maybe would have been 12 when I did this. At the time, I still like that look of the mask with that wide sweeping neck. Oh, here's Halloween landed on Friday the 13th this year. Oh, here's some just random neighborhood, quote-unquote, shape imagery. I think I did when I was 12. There's some trees and the shape lurking, you know, somewhere in Haddonfield. That's kind of cool. Oh, here's more shape lurking. Oh, I think this is, oh, maybe not this one. No. It must be oh, I think what this is supposed to be is the TV, the security TV from Halloween 2, when he's kind of walking around the building. I think that's supposed to be his mask in the darkness. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And then here's just like Michael Myers, the shape, standing by a building. Halloween, the night he came home. I imagine I was 12 when I did this as well. My attempt at the classic opening credits pumpkin. I don't know what the stairs are about, but there's stairs there for you people. Oh, here we go. This is the back. Oh, that must be his head cocking to the side. That's kind of fun. I tried a profile there, which didn't really work out. I'm working on my drawing knives. I don't know what's with the stairs, because with the exception of like part 2, he never really went downstairs. There's the shape on the top of stairs. There's just the shape in the middle and nothing. No, this is what I was going to say earlier. That's like the classic image of him in front of the house from the first movie, you know. That's what I was trying to do there. The shape is home. Oh, once again. Oh, look at that. My attempt at the poster art. This is just random, who knows what. I think this is an attempt at Swamp Thing. This is an attempt at Flat Top. That would have been 13 or 14 probably when I did this. William Forsythe Flat Top. I don't know what the hell that is. Flat Top. That's kind of actually cool. Once again, it almost doesn't look like a drawing I did. Starting Flat Top, never finishing Flat Top. Must be like the rodent or whatever the hell his name is. Profile. No, this is really cool. This is probably my only drawing from the movie Nightbreed. This is probably when I was 14, maybe, or 15. I thought the coolest character in that movie was David Cronenberg's character. So that's what I drew. Look at how cool that is. Look at his hand. Look at his right hand. That's really cool. I got the mask he wears down pretty well. With the zipper mouth. I don't think I showed you a close-up of... I think I got the face pretty well too. I really like that. Be nice to know the age I was. Probably, like I say, 13 or 15, or 14 or 15, I would imagine. Look at this now. Here's a drawing from the movie Scarecrows. Probably the only drawing of that I ever did. Also one of the rare occasions where I pretty much filled up the page with it, with the drawing. Scarecrows. If you haven't seen that movie, you got to see it. I'm pretty sure I reviewed it years ago on the channel. Feel free to check out my review of it. It is on Blu-ray, so Scarecrows is a really, really fun, independent movie from the late 80s. But there's my Scarecrows drawing, and then, haha! Who's that? I think it's Edward Scissorhands. I think that's pretty good. Of course, I was 13 or something when that movie came out. I think 14 when the movie came out on video. So I might have been 14 when I did this. I didn't see it. I only saw it on video. We didn't see it in the theater. Edward Scissorhands. Oh, there's a Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird turtle. I was really good at freehanding. Of course, I'm looking at something, but I'm still freehanding it. I was really good at their turtles. This must have been when I was 13. Darkman. And I think that's probably all she wrote, folks. So this video probably went on way too long, but I guess I probably could have chopped it up into smaller videos, but alas I didn't. If you're still watching, thank you very much for doing so. It's just really fun to go through these drawings and stuff. And I hope it's just as fun for you guys to watch it. So thank you very much for watching if you did, and as always, we'll catch you next time.